Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I honestly forgot that I had to stream today. My bad. How loud is this compared to me? Very loud. Holy. Okay. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. I wanted to fix some stuff in this. Because I had a problem with the drums. From what I could hear, the snare was too... I feel like I made the reverb way too wet. You always stream at the worst times? My bad. Hi, Robert. I don't mean to. I kind of just stream whenever I feel like it. I stream either now or at like 9 p.m. my time. So there's two different times. It depends. It depends on if I'm playing with Schmuck, really, because Schmuck usually has a late stream time. I feel like I should off-put some of these drums here. If I could... Where are they right now? Are they on the right side? Oh my god, where controls? Oh, they're not even panned. What? Let's move them over to 16. To the right. See how that sounds. See if it's delectable. Yeah, it's a bit nicer. It's on the other side. I still have a problem with the drums, though. Let me go over to where the bass comes in. The problem I have actually is with the hi-hats. I don't feel like they fit the snowy vibe. It feels too much like it should be a trap-ish beat, but it's really not. I want it to be more almost Christmassy, even though it's not a Christmas song. And what I think I could do to get that is to replace the hi-hats with something like a shaker. I think a shaker would be the best thing to use. Would that be in the hi-hat section? Let me just look up shaker. Oh. Sounds trippy. That's going back and forth between the left and the right. Like this sounds goofy, but something like this would be what I'm looking for. How would I... Does it just... It is not on beat whatsoever. Oh my gosh. I think I would... Okay. Shut up. Shut up! Why is it... I think I'd have to do it individually. Like this is a good one. And then kind of just individually plop each one down. I think that's the only way to make it work like I want to. Nope, that's a rim. How does a shaker work? Let me listen to a shaker. Where is it? So kind of slow, it kind of... If I look at the waveforms, big, small, medium, small. So this will be the small. No, go back. This will be the small. So if I go like this, so big, small, medium, small. That does not work. let me move these. I didn't blow dry properly. Now my hair is broken. I think you're just gonna have to shave it all off. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I think you just have to commit. I hate curly hair. I hate having wavy hair because it'll go between being straight and being curly, and I can never keep it consistent. All hair types are just the worst, to be honest. How does the shaker work, brother? I don't think any of these shakers are. I don't think the shaker is the right way to go. I need like a shaker that I can. Can I take this shaker? No. Which one was it? This one. Let's grab a drum rack. Or should we make this an audio track? We should probably make this an audio track. Let me insert an audio track. Take this. And then I need to warp it to... What is the BPM? 120? That works better. Hurley care. I literally do that constantly where I switch two words. There's one moment in a video where I say to my friend, we do a deal, and I say to him, remember, I'm a word of my man. I'm a word of my man. And he's like, oh yeah? And then pauses for a second and goes, wait, you're a word of your man? What the hell does that mean? Okay, we can turn this down and move it to the left. But I think this is exactly what I wanted. What? What if we make it 60 so it's slower? No, that sped it up. What the hell? What? Oh, I'm in 6/8. This is doing it in 4/4. Oh no. I had a job. Ooh, I had an interview today. Interesting. I almost that's good. How'd it go? Did you win? Did you win the job interview? Did you already replace your boss? Prove why you should become the CEO? Give me a damn 6/8 shaker. What the heck? Oh, this is torture. Huh. And I don't think I can find one that's in 6/8. That's so weird. Oh no. How would I do that then? How would I change this into 6/8? Can I make it 1/3, 6, 4, 2/3 of 120? Let me see if my math will help me out here. If I make it 40, will 40 be a strange enough thing to make a polyrhythm? Oh, good God. Okay. Let's double it. Oh, hold on. Wait, my math worked. Hold up. Holy smokes. Wait a second. This is why you go to school. I do wish it was slower though. Am I able to make this slower? That kind of sounds weird, doesn't it? Hi, Mango Lover. How you doing? I guess this is fine. It just... I should also add the reverb on it. Plonk. Nope, that's a duplicate button. That's not what I want. Schwink, schwonk, plonk. There. Now it's a bit more reverby, but what I think I could do is I can add an EQ, right? And I'm going to take off the high end. This is going to be really weird. But I think it'll give it more of like a muffled feel. Hi, Annie. Everybody's just rolling in. Doing pretty good, in you? I'm doing good. I had my first therapy session in a while. It was interesting because like I tried to do it like a month or two ago, and I contacted them and I went to one and I was like, I don't think this guy's right for me. So I asked if I could switch over to another person. They're like, oh yeah, of course. And they said as long as it's your first time asking for a new one. I said it is. They said great, we don't have to petition you. We'll just set it up. So they set it up for 2 weeks later. So I'm getting ready for the night before, and then I get a call, and they say, or I get a text, and they say, sorry, your appointment's been canceled. Please schedule a new one. So I call them. I'm like, hey, I'd like to schedule a new one. I heard it got canceled. They're like, oh yeah, that was totally our fault. The guy had to cancel. Like, he had something going on. So I'm like, okay, cool. Schedule it for another week or two in advance. Then I go on that day, when I wake up to a phone call, and they're like, hi, so sorry, we have to reschedule your appointment with the therapist, Mr. Super Therapist guy. I'm like, really? This is the second one in the past month you've had to reschedule. I didn't say that, of course, but they're like, yeah, we're so sorry. So they scheduled it a month later, and it finally came. And now because I'm just before break, this is our finals week that we're in right now, I have to wait another whole month to go in again. I don't know what the scheduling there was, but it was very strangely torturous. Let me do a cutoff here. See, okay, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see... See, I don't like that high part is way too high, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit. There we go. Let's see how that sounds. I like that a lot more. Kind of blends more into the background. Yeah, so I figured out the 5 tracks I'm going to do for this EP. The concept basically is a very silly concept, but it's basically about a fantasy war between this made-up character named Birthday Dog, which was a inside joke that me and my summer roommates had, and they're fighting against Humpty Dumpty. And it basically starts with a song called Before the War, which is going to be very peaceful and nice. And then it's going to go straight into Birthday Dog, who's like attacking this other civilization that Humpty Dumpty runs. And then the next song after that is Humpty Dumpty. And it's going to be basically like a Steven Universe Pearl Rose Quartz moment where the song is from her second in command's viewpoint, where she's watching Humpty Dumpty and is in love with her, but is fighting with her in this war and all that. And then Humpty Dumpty dies. And so the song after that is going to be some kind of like hardcore JPEG Mafia Death Grips type of song, which is just going to be a total vibe change. And then this song, which is the final song, this is the closer. This is about how the war ends, which is basically in an ice age snowstorm. And then everything dies. It's very metaphorical for the bad parts of war. It's very depressing. But this song is called Snow Goddess, and I went through not so epic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I went through a bunch of public domain advertisements from the 1930s to 80s, and I found some pretty cool samples that I realized fit the songs quite well. I think that the sample in this song fits the song most because he's literally talking about a snowstorm in the advertisement. I want to fix up this little last part, but I think the way the sample sounds is, especially because you're gonna be going in from a really hardcore song. At least we'll try to make it a really hardcore song, and then it just goes to this like depressing, snowy, almost Silent Hill feel. You know that Silent Hill meme of the guy running through snow? That's basically what I want the song to sound like. But I really like this sample.
Hello, everybody. Brooks Henderson speaking. Looks like a snowstorm we're having, but the cameraman was so interested he came up too close. Hey, let the audience see what it really is. Not snow, but...
I want this to have a little bit more of a drop, but still be really atmospheric and cool. I also like...
It really is. Not snow, but...
I do kind of like how this sounds so
Not snow, but...
behind you. And so what I want to do is, I believe this...
Not snow, but... Not snow, but...
Are these the same? Okay, these both have the same reverb on it. What I think we can do is we can slowly morph this into having more and more reverb. Because we make it real wet, right? When it gets to here. It gets up to 72% wetness. So I think we should continuously wet it as it goes along, so that it becomes more and more reverby until it finally just becomes like this all-encompassing snowstorm that's around you with this sample, if that makes sense. So if I... Shit, what was that at before? 47? So if I take this and put it over here.
Not snow. Hey, let the audience see. And was so interested he came up too close. Hey, let the audience see what it really is. Not snow.
And then it gets more and more reverby. Very subtle, but...
Hey, let the audience see what it really is. Not snow, but...
I think we can even push this to more towards the end here.
Hey, let the audience see what it really is. Not snow, but...
We can fix that more later. But yeah, what I wanted to deal with most here, we're probably going to go through a couple of different songs today. It's not going to be a long stream, but it is going to be one where I'm just going to kind of rush through all these and kind of lay down the fundamental concepts as much as I can. And for this one, I mainly wanted to fix that drum. And now that we have the shaker, it kind of is perfectly what I wanted. I think we can actually make this more wet. Let's get matching mugs, dude. You talking about the mug you sent me? That says... Talks about... I can't even say that on stream. Hi, Dazel. Oh, let me... turn off that. Okay. I'm fine with how this one is now. I'm going to save this one. I want to go to the one that I made like last night. I made this really shitty JPEG Mafia type of song. Who's this experimental hip hop artist, if you don't know. Basically, I found this public domain. I'll just move this down here. Found this public domain advertisement about vegetables.
Listen to the sounds of freshness.
And it's just literally people eating vegetables and cookies and...
Food stored in baggies plastic bags always have the sound of freshness.
Yeah, it's about eating plastic bags. So I took that and kind of made a really, this is really shitty, but it was basically just to find the sounds of the drums that I wanted. Oh, that is way too far. There we go. So I basically took them like eating carrots and celery and cookies, all that really ASMR sound for no reason, and put it into this really bad drum loop. You watching Nice Life? I already saw the first episode. Yeah, it was pretty nice. No pun intended. That was not even purposeful. Yeah, I like the concept of it. I think it's good for a short series. If that was the next Life season, I would have been sorely disappointed because it's not enough. It's a very simple concept, and it should definitely be 1 to 3 episodes. But I like that they're doing a longer than 1 episode short series from the series. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's just a bunch of like literal cookie bites and celery snaps, all taken and really mess with, actually. I wonder if I could just undo everything I did here. It does not look like it. Mess with it too much. But the crunch. The crunches give me a Cuphead vibe for some reason. That's funny. I love Cuphead. I would say, I actually, recently I drove by myself for the first time because I got my license, but I didn't have my actual license because it was delivered to my dad's house. So when I went home for Thanksgiving break, was it Thanksgiving break? Yeah, for Thanksgiving break, and I went to my dad's house, I went driving by myself for the first time to go to Trader Joe's, and the entire time I was listening to Cuphead music. And so I was like stopping perfectly at the time of like a fight sequence, and I felt like I was in the world. It was really fun. Making music with Minecraft Warden sounds, that would sound awesome, but I would not do that for this project because that would probably be copyrighted. But so I took all of that from that advert about the bags, and then I took this advert. I don't even know if this is an advert. This was like some kind of music. Not music, some kind of movie. Like a 1 to 5 minute film about a train. And there are some sounds in here I want to use, and I'm really going to fuck with. I am going to probably scrap and remake this entire thing, but this is kind of just like a test for the sounds of the instruments. And I'm probably going to add a real drum set in, with these being more like background sounds to kind of add texture to it. But this is some kind of music. But I also took stuff from this strange little story about them stopping a train.
We busted an axle. Uh-oh, there's the limited. We've got to stop her.
I want to use this sound. This sound with like a Death Grips type of concept would be so sick.
A lot of people are liable to be hurt, buddy, if we don't. Why don't you swing your car around and shine the lights down the tracks, huh? There's a sharp curve here. They'd never see them.
So I took apart from earlier in this part.
Car number 4, proceed to main line railroad crossing at Canyon, truck in trouble. That is all.
What's the trouble? We busted an axle.
Right. So I took that, and then I made this really shitty sample out of it. It's not, I threw this together really quickly, so it's not good, but this is what it sounds like all together.
Car number 4, proceed to main line, car number 4, proceed to main line, that is all.
I'll stop her.
Oh, and I added bass in this other weird sound. I forgot about that. Someone from Seattle is calling me. Hold on one sec. It was an Amazon delivery guy. I do not live in Seattle, Washington. I don't know why his phone said that. That was so weird. I answered the call. I said, hello. Bro did not say anything. And then I got a call from the same number while I was on phone with that number. I don't know how that happened, but I really like this sound. This is one of my favorite. I think that's really cool. I want to take that in conjunction with the train sound. I think that can make a really, really good beat for what I'm going for.
That is all.
There's also someone.
That is all. That is all.
I'm probably bleeding internally, so it's time for a midnight hospital drive. Are you okay? Please definitely go to the hospital immediately. That is very worrying. Have someone else drive you and go to the hospital right now. Because that is not a good thing whatsoever. It's where the blood is supposed to be. Don't quote Brooklyn Nine-Nine at this harrowing moment. I don't think these celery snaps work well as... they're kind of fine as snares. I don't know. They're a bit... Don't know if they work well as the snares I'm going for. But anyways, I want to try to mess with this sample. So let's grab this and see what we can do with it. Nope. Take all of that, cut it out, and mute the rest. Okay, let's see what we can doodle-doddle-dop do with this thing. Nope. Okay, I got nothing underneath it. Let's drag it to here. Okay. I think... honestly, we can follow this rhythm. Not exactly. We'll move the rhythm around, but I think we can follow something like this rhythm. So if I take each part individually, I think is what would be best here. I like the sound of like the da da that. And then I want it to be longer, so I'll take the longer one. Swoop, that's not what I wanted. Wait, yes, that is what I wanted. What am I doing? Yeah, okay. And that would kind of be the basis of the sample, if that's a good rhythm. And then what we can do with that, we could probably double it. Double, double, double. Bunny, bunny, bunny. I get a doubler. Doubler default. Ooh, that is too much double. Okay, never mind. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to duplicate it. We're going to move one to the left, one to the right. Grab it all, and we're gonna move it ever so slightly. Oh. Now let's say we took that and we put it over the drums. Would this sound weird over drums is my question. And then I want to mute these two guys so that it's just this and the drums. And let's see if this sounds any weird. Actually, you know what? It kind of works with the current drum pattern we have, which is strange as hell. Okay, but I want to mess with this more. I don't want to leave it just as is. We got to add some kind of drive to it. Oh, too much drive. I should probably turn this down, huh? It's weird going from the song before, which is like so melancholic and calm, to this song, and it's just like hell on earth. That might be too much. Just add a little bit of static in the background. And then what we can do... Can we pitch shift it? Maybe we should pitch it. Pitch each one. Okay, maybe I should just mess with one at a time. Figure it out from there. I wasn't even there for the first song, so this first song I listened to on a music stream. This is the first song you've listened to on a music stream? Really? Oh, interesting. Okay, I don't know how this pitch thing works. So let me find a different pitch. Is there any other way to pitch it? Let me pitch. Well, you're not a MIDI. What am I doing? Pitch down, delay, spiral. Oh my god. Where is the attack? That is a long attack. Why? Pre-delay, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know if I can't tell if that makes it sound worse or not. Let's try a pitch and format. Formant. Oh my god. What the hell? What kind of alien has joined this song? Stop being so direct. Okay, maybe the pitching just isn't the way to go. Yes, featuring Alien. Because what I'm going for, here, let me play an example of the type of music that I'm basing this off of. Oh, there's a hair in my mouth. I'm basing this off of like JPEG Mafia death grips. So let's go in here. Let's go to my, let me make sure I'm not sharing anything. Let's go to my proper channel so I'm not getting any weird, any weird YouTube videos on here. And we're gonna look up, well, I guess the first song we should look up is JPEG Mafia, Coke or Dope. This is a song, I'm going to show you a couple of songs that I'm basing it off of. This is one of them. I want to find the beat drop. This is what I'm kind of basing it off of. It's kind of a shitty version of it. What the hell? What are these versions? Why is there no just normal version of this song? Here we go. This is fine. What? I just got a bunch of Xmas gifts for people in the mail, and I want to give them early. I hate waiting to see their reactions. Gonna explode. I might fold with my roommates. It's not that far away. It's not that far away, I promise you. We can wait. We can wait. It's how we learn. You gotta do your meditation. Go into Zen mode. Go into your little yoga study and hold your hands out with the okay signs and just breathe. And then give in and just give the gifts to all your roommates. This is another song that I'm basing it off of. There is no Zen, but there can be. No, I mean, I want to see everyone's reactions. Well, I guess it depends on when you're leaving. If you're leaving early, then yeah, give it to them when you can still see their reactions. This is the second song I'm basing it off of. They took the sample of this from a fucking train, I think. Oh. The background sound is literally a what is it? It's like a train or an elevator or something. I don't remember what it was, but it's something so weird, and I that's kind of the vibe I'm going for here. Although this one is not as aggressive. These songs give a lot more context. I was a bit confused, but now I see it. Yeah, exactly. I think if we add something in the background of this, actually, what does it sound like when this thing is added? If this thing is added, it might sound a lot better. I like this because it sounds like a police siren in a way.
Car number 4, car number 4, proceed the main line, car number 4, car number 4, proceed the main line, that is all.
That's what I want. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to remove the sound when he says that is all.
That is all.
That's what it was.
Main line, that is all.
The issue here is that this is not tuned. This is out of pitch. That's why I needed the pitch, but I don't know. I guess we can do pitch. Nope, that's not the one. What was it? Was it pitch and format? Why do you do this? Just tell me. Don't even do anything to it. Just tell me what. So it's D, G sharp, B. Fucking what? 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 Okay, different song. That one's too complicated for my little brain right now. We will move on to the first song on the album, Before the War. This is the one that I need to find a better chord progression for. Ooh, chord progressions. Look at the tone shift between these. I don't like the chords once it reaches this point. I don't like these chords. Like, these are fine. This chord progression is way too bright for this early. And then that one's just following it. I do like this, I I also added this public domain sample, which is going to go straight into the Birthday Dog song. And I like it because it kind of makes it... What is this doing here? It makes it feel like how war comes out of nowhere, and I think it is quite nice.
You are about to know the thrill of seeing that which has never been seen before. You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world. The world of...
And that's when it goes into Birthday Dog. But I want to fix these chords. Way too happy. Get that shit out of here. We don't need happiness here. It's gotta be peaceful and serene, but it can't be like ecstatic. It's more of baseline unfeeling in a way. So what is this? We have a G major chord. We have a C major chord. So what the fuck? Okay, 1, 4. Is that what this is doing? G major, G, C major. Yep, 1, 5. Okay, and then what does this do? Does this just go back to G major? I mean, I guess we can just copy paste it. And then we can make this one like a 2. Wait. Two. What would go from a 2? We should make it a 3, actually. What am I doing? What am I doing? G. I'm not looking up. Why am I looking up Gmail? What the hell? G major scale. Is it a sharp or a... It's just a normal. Okay. B minor. Yeah, that one actually works really well. Oh, wait. Gotta copy it over. Ooh. Yeah, they give it a little attention of like maybe something is off, but then it's going to keep going back to the normal sound where it's all peaceful and stuff. You're making a banger right now. Release this. This is all the ones I'm working on today are going to be a part of the same EP. They're all coming out sometime in spring. These are all going to be ones that are going to come out. These are like the 5 locked tracks. Since I joined, all I've heard have been bangers in the making. Let's go, baby! Yippee! Now I need to fix these. Well, let me just see if this chord progression actually is nice. So what we can do here is we can take this, move it over, and then make this, not that. We can make this the repeat one. So it goes 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 3, and then this is when it will go into a new chord progression. So like this is calm, peaceful, and this is like wait a second, and then it goes into something new. But now we need to fix up these shits. Well, I don't think we actually need to fix them up for this one. Hold on. Oh, I changed it. Well, if I just... And then this last chord here is what we're going to need to change. So if we take these, this is on a D. On a D. Just like me. What is this? Okay, we can do, wait, whoa, D, B, F sharp. Okay. So D, F sharp, B. Yep, makes sense. And then we need to take this and just mess with this. Move those up to a B, F sharp, B, D. Okay, that should work actually. Hold on. This might be my favorite song you've ever made. Really? I think that this one is nice. You know, what's funny about this one? So we've done... Hold on, let me make this full screen. I don't know why I've not done that. Sorry. This album we have, or this EP we have made like 13, 14 demos for. I made 2 demos after the first EP, and then I stopped doing music for like months and months and months. This is one of the 2 demos that came right after the first EP, and it has stuck around because I think it's a really, really nice combination of sounds. And it's literally just 4 sounds. We're gonna add a lot more, but I don't know, I really like it. But let's see if these chords work together now. Yep. Okay, that all sounds good. What I think we should do now is duplicate this, take this out, recolor it. Can I recolor it? Yeah, I can. To like a nice, no, let's do a pink. I want to grab a omnisphere. And I want to make it, I found this cool sound. I don't know if it's going to fit in this song, but there was this cool sound. Let me do... Ooh, can I capture this window? No. Let me do a display capture. There you go. Now you can see what I'm looking at. This thing. There was this Koto piano. And I think it might fit in nicely here. And I think we can make this really, really beautiful just piano overlay over all of this. Yeah, we'll take this. I just realized that this is not centered. That's why it sounds so weird. And it has a bunch of weird shit on it. Okay. I think we can take this for the second part here. So this is in G major, C major, G major. So if we just, let's just throw... It's very... It sounds so distorted. I don't know why. I came back and this shit sounds heavenly. What? Did you go away when we were still on the last song and now you came into this song? No, it's gonna sound too similar to this thing if I do that. Why is it still on the left? We need to find a good melody for this. Sounds Sounds like fucking like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, a little kid's melody. I don't know if this piano is exactly what I want, actually. So whimsical. But I don't know if it's the piano I want. Let's look at different keyboards. I think this is the one that is used in the Snowstorm song. You know what? Oh, that is way too low. Hold on, let me grab all this. Does this work? It's starting to feel like XQC, bro. Good lord. This is why I wish I knew how to play piano. It would make this so much easier. Okay, what's a good rhythm? Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba 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 da. It was not fast enough. It really sounds like a Coco Melon intro. What? How are you too fast now? Bro, I'm jeering Under the Sea, The Little Mermaid. I'm not sure if I'm having a stroke. Okay, bro, I'm hearing Under the Sea, The Little Mermaid. Okay, I was scared for my health right there. I wasn't sure what was going on. The J and the H are next to each other. Likely story. I've heard this all before. Let's make this a triplet. I think that's what it is. Ooh, we're gonna do this in trip. I love music. If only I could do this for my major. What's your major? That's what I was looking for. Really? I made rhythms in triplets. I was having a stroke earlier today because I genuinely could not pronounce obviously. I did see that. Schmuck help or who is it? Rick's helping you out by saying no B. Just gotta omit the B. Oh, we're in C now. Okay, what's going on with C? G, C, E. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to do it down to here. That's what my ears are trying to tell me to go. Literature major can barely speak English. I'm a music major, and you fucking heard the shit that I was doing earlier. That was atrocious. I gotta do editing stuff on my own, so I gotta go. But have a great rest of the stream. This sounds dope. Thank you so much, Tazel. Let me know what you're editing. That sounds cool. I really enjoyed the voice that you did. I'm gonna have you do if you're still here, I'm gonna have you do the mom. By the way, I'm having Schmuck do the do Lampiette, and you're gonna be the mom. You got the part. I do like that boom, 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 or whatever it is. Shouldn't this G work? It's literally, I mean, it's inverted, but it's still bass G. Why does it sound so weird to me? These. What's up with these? G, C, E. What? Oh. I did not duplicate that properly. Oh, whoopsies. Whoopsie doodles. Now this is fucked up. Okay. Wait, no, I did. Wait, what? What do I... What? 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 Let me copy this. Take all of you... Nope, wrong one. Take all of you... All of you little guys. Replace that. Okay, interesting. What did I... Okay, now it's too high. Fuck. Okay, hold on. I need to redo these. Okay. What is it? You are a F sharp B? F sharp B D. So if we do that, F sharp B, so we can start it on a B. Oh. Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Did you on 32s? Oh, okay, that's why. God, I am so confused with myself. Most of the time. B, now I forgot what I did. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. D and, wait, and F sharp. F sharp, B, D. I have it down now. I've locked in. B, D, F sharp. There we go. So what we had before was actually wrong, even though it sounded right. Interesting. Well, it's because they used the same notes, but it was just different. Is this wrong too? Oh my god. I didn't copy any of this correctly. What the fuck? You know what this sounds like? It sounds like this one moment in Deltarune. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's one of the times they give a flashback, and it sounds like this exact instrument. Okay. Let me just undo all of my mistakes here. You know what? We're just going to duplicate this. I say fuck it. And then we take this, and we're just going to delete all this. Or just move it around, I guess. To a F sharp, B, D, right? F sharp, B, D. F sharp, B, D. Okay. Wait, why does that sound so wrong? Boom, 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 boom. Wait, why does it sound so wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh. Oh, they're off. Oh, I made it more rhythmic. That makes sense. What's up, gamer guy? How you doing? Makes sense. Okay, let's see if these work together. Huge. That's nice. It's funny you're doing music production. I just got my new Mac yesterday and got Logic Pro. Hell yeah. I started on Logic Pro, actually. I wish I could port over my projects into Ableton that I had in Logic Pro, because I had some cool projects in Ableton Pro. Wait, what am I talking about? In Logic Pro. What am I saying? But that's awesome. If you ever make anything, send it in the Discord. I'd love to hear it. Now I want to see how these sound, because I forget. I like this sound. This sound is really nice for me. Okay, and then this goes to G, B, and D. What if I did this, actually? No, I liked it better before, even though it was not in key. I've tried Ableton and FL Studio in the past, especially when using Windows. That makes sense. But I like Logic best. UI is the nicest, in my opinion. I like Pro Tools UI. I think Ableton is also quite nice once you learn it. But Logic was one of my favorite UIs as well. Logic was really good for recording audio instead of MIDI. But then Tyler the Creator also uses Logic. Really? I would have not expected that. I would have assumed he used Pro Tools. Does this work? Okay. It's a little bit loud, but it was too quiet before. I honestly quite like how this thing sounds. So I'm going to copy this, do it again. Way too far off, so it's not proper. Do it again here. And... oh, I forgot the first note. I did not copy this by accident, but it actually kind of sounds nice that way. Ableton is best for MIDI, at least in my experience. Yeah, definitely. I would say so. How have you been? I am good. My stomach hurts, but that's kind of it. Nothing too bad. How are you? That's the real question here. Let me copy a U. Let me paste a U here. Oh. And let's see what we can do with this one. So this is a F sharp, B, D. I love music theory. I fucking hated music theory, actually. My music theory teacher was so strange. I'd have to think of stories about him, but I probably have so many. He really overwhelmed my summer roommate by just always like heckling him for no reason. It wasn't even like my summer roommate did anything. My summer roommate is just the quietest guy you would know in class, but he would always get heckled for some reason. And my professor liked me because I would always like get a perfect 100% on the music theory test, and it's only because I took 2 years in high school. But it's funny because I I got a 1 on the. I took AP Music Theory in my senior year, and I got a 1 on the music theory on the AP test. Only AP I've gotten such a bad score on. All the other ones were 3 to 5s. That one was a 1. Atrocious. And that's what became my major. F. So if I did a 7 here. Huh. We'll use G sharp as another note because that sounds nice with that chord. So go back to here. No, why do you always start all the way back there? Bring me up. This one. This should be a B. Should it be a D? Yes, everything you use is D pretty much. That's kind of weird. So F sharp, B, D, E, and then we use a G sharp here. I'm eating watermelon. I love watermelon. My roommate and I, every single time I go to the grocery store at Trader Joe's, I always ask my roommate what he wants. And every single time he always asks me to get like a pack of watermelon. And I never get it for him. Who asked him? I did. I like watermelon a lot. It's pretty good, yeah. Watermelon is the most hit or miss thing I've ever tasted. Either it's the most fire thing ever, or it's rind and gross and bleh. Oh, wait, hold on. My voice is dying right now, and I don't know why. I realized I did not even put this in the right section. No wonder I didn't have any room. No wonder all my other notes got deleted. It's supposed to go here. Yeah, okay.
You are about to know the thrill of seeing that which has never been seen before. You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world. The world of
Birthday dog. Okay. I'm going to save that because I think that sounds nice. Now there's one more thing I wanted to do with one of them. This is basically just me cleaning up all the mistakes that I made in the past and making it sound cohesive in a way. I thought an ad started playing for a moment with the fucking little ton-ton-ton-ton. It does sound kind of adverty, doesn't it? That's okay. So this one, for some reason, I forgot I added pianos at the beginning of this. And it sounds really goofy, but it does have a cool drop. It sounds really bad, but once the drop hits, I really like it. And the bass in this song might be my favorite bass I've done. It's really subtle, but it's really good. Bum, 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 God, I love this bass so much. So, because I'm a music major and this is my capstone project, we're allowed to use the school studio at the end of our second quarter for free. Like, have a professional come in and record stuff for us. So I'm going to bring my friends who play trumpet. Probably going to get her on the Birthday Dogs track at the very least, because I think that one's going to have some cool trumpets to it. I'm going to have my friend who plays the stand-up bass definitely on this song. I want him to record this, because this is like an actual real instrument. It sounds so cool. And then my other friend plays drums. I'll probably get her on something. I don't know who else, but definitely that. The drums in this song were the weirdest to do, but they were really fun. Like this. What is this? This is in 6/8, so it's the... Yeah, it's in 6/8. Where the snaps? Here we go. Nope, that's not it. The snaps. It's funny because it sounds really Western. It sounds really like a Rango gun range, not like a gun range, but old Western. This sounds really old Western timey. But then as soon as you add in this little thing, it doesn't sound like that anymore. And then if you add the melody on top, now it sounds like something completely different. It sounds like old Western tied in with new age vampire-ish electronic. But then you add this, and it kind of gives it a little bit of fantasy. Kind of like Stardew Valley in a way, yeah. Actually, I need to play that game. I was considering playing that game for the first time on stream because I've never played it before. Kind of see what it's about. And this song really is just a Humpty Dumpty track. It definitely feels like you're walking as Humpty Dumpty. You're kind of swaying from side to side. Like Tweedledee and Tweedledum in a way. But I wanted to remove this beginning part. I think having something like this, because this right here, it does not feel like it's about to lead into a beat drop. But when it does, it's like, whoa, this right here. Like, this sounds really stupid. But this does not feel like a beat drop. And then it's the piano right here. It's this. That double hit right there. That's what does it. Because it's introducing it right before it happens. So what I think would be cool is if this was the beginning of the song immediately. This is just how this song starts. And I think what we should do is we should take some kind of introduction like the piano. The piano does not sound good on it, but if we take some kind of thing like the piano and do that introduction and this little reverse kick, we take just the reverse of it, and we put that at the end of Birthday Dog, which is the song preceding it, the transition into it would sound really cool. But for that, we would need to change this up, honestly. So this is the entire grand piano. I didn't realize. I don't want to mess with that actually. Let's duplicate it. I need to find something here that we can use in Birthday Dog. These chords are also stupid. Or the sound of that synth. I don't like it. That beat drop is cool. I really like that. Can we even try the harpsichord? Harp? Where's my harpsichord? That is a audio. Oh my god, what the hell? What was that? In the world? Harps. Why does it sound so different? Oh, because of this. Durr. No, not even. What the fuck? That's not it. Ah, it's a octave low. Oh, wrong one. Still sounds weird, but I do think it sounds a bit better. So what I did here actually is I just took this melody. I think it's that melody. No, it's this melody down here. What am I talking about? It's this melody. And I reversed it, so it sounds like this instead. And just change the timing of it a little bit. So I don't like it, but that drop needs to be what happens for Birthday Dog. Let's open up Birthday Dog. That's got to be some kind of transition like that is what's going to happen in Birthday Dog. Honestly, I should copy over the backwards drum from Humpty Dumpty into Birthday Dog. Birthday Dog. This kick, I hate, or not the, this snare. That snare is disgusting. Has way too much drive. It's, I just don't like it. What? No. Ooh, fancy. I want to find a different snare for that. Blah, 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 drums. Snare. I want it to sound a bit more acoustic. There's always a joke with producers is that you're always looking for the exact snare that you want. That's always the joke of it. Because there's never a good snare that you like. I want more of an acoustic one. I really like acoustic snares. They always sound really nice. But I even just want like a stand-in that does not bug me for right now. Birthday Dog. Birthday Dog. Birthday Dog. That shaker's loud. See, I don't think it should be this melody is terrible for the trumpet. I think it should be more of like a I don't even know. I don't even know what I was gonna try to do there. I'm glad my camera was not on because that looked crazy too. I want some kind of trumpet in the horn section. There's this good song. We're going back to YouTube, guys. We're going back to share some music. If I pull up, okay, I pull up. If I pull up, where's my what? Here we go. There's this one part where band AJR talks about the trumpets in one of their songs.
I would have done back this orchestral sound. It's probably my favorite part of the song. This synth, this bell, and the a movie.
What?
30s. And trying to emulate something. Have this.
I interviewed this guy for a podcast I used to do. Why'd you say darn it? No. This makes me want to get back into electric guitar and piano. Choose one of them and focus on just the one.
Black bell telephone. It was an interesting challenge. We wanted to know.
Yeah, here we go.
Hip hop songs were coming out that were like trap beats, big inspirational horns. So the production on the verse is pretty simple.
So I wanna take. He's talking about the trumpets in more hip hop songs, and this song is a bit. It's not exactly hip hop, but it definitely is more of hip hop ish vibe. It's the most hip hop song I would say out of the 5. So I want to take a trumpet line similar to how they do in their song 100 Bad Days, because this beat drop is just so good. Where is it? Listen to the trumpets. Something like that would be sick. I think he actually
Made this kind of old. This bridge spoon did our sent back there. JJ. 20 minutes later, he sent back this.
So I want to have my friend record some kind of trumpet. What am I saying? Trumpet similar to that. That would be cool. Something that would go like in each of these choruses. Like this is a very bad melody example. I actually want to remove this, but I want something like this. Trumpet. What is this? This is not my. What? What? Show me. What the fuck is this? What? Go back to the normal thing. Oh god, this is where my knowledge. Oh no, it's Jesus. Okay, God. Okay, this sounds bad. Let's remove that. Let's see if we can come up with a really quick melody. If not, it's okay. We can move on from this one. But what chord is this? B, D sharp, F sharp. Damn, all these songs sound so different. B, that is not a B. B, D sharp, F sharp. Okay. So we're in a B. Actually, wait, it changes chords quite quickly, doesn't it? Okay, but it repeats the same 4. So what is this? G sharp. Or not G sharp, sorry. B major, G major, E major, B major, G major, E major, to a F major. All these are major, really? Makes sense. So let's see if we can do something about that. So this is in B major, so I'll stick with the B major scale. See if we can create something within that realm. Let's not start on the B though. That's boring. What are we, losers? Heck no. Let's start on F sharp. That's what I'm talking about. I've never really written for trumpet before. I don't really know how the trumpet plays. I started with electric guitar, but I just might do piano. Do whichever one you want to do more. Whichever one's more exciting for you is the one that you'll go further with. And then if you like it enough, you can just add back in the electric guitar. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's just about allotting your time currently to one so you can focus on it, do better on it, and then you can move back to the other one if you want. I kind of want to follow the main melody of this, which is the birthday dog. And then kind of go off of that to make a new horn melody. No, that sounds stupid. Let me get rid of this. Hi, Schmuck. How are you? What am I on? B? E? E? Okay, that sounds stupid. Actually, let me get rid of this. I don't know why I have a second one there. Okay. Bum, bum, ba-dum. G sharp to A sharp. What? What am I doing? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, I understand what I'm doing. I'm trying to let it go to the second bar. That's too on beat. I do like this snare a lot more. Eating luncha? What are you eating? Although it does not sound correct. It should have some kind of... It needs a reverb, but we'll add that in later. It doesn't really matter that much. A wrap and some fries. You're making me hungry. I can't eat for another 3 hours because my friend is coming over. And I'm going to eat with her. Me complaining about having a friend. It's so hard. I have to wait to eat with them. Ugh. Despicable. Is that you singing? Yeah. It's so bad. It's really terrible. Like, if you listen to them individually, it's actually disgusting. Listen. Birthday dog. I recorded this really quickly just as a demo to show my roommates, because this entire song is basically an inside joke about a napkin that we found at Target, and the napkin on it said birthday dog, and so we made a joke that I don't even know what the joke was. It was just a joke that my roommate kept saying, birthday dog, and they were like, you need to put that on your EP eventually. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll use that melody too. So then I had to copy the melody and it came out like this. Birthday dog. So I have like the lower version and a higher version. Birthday. And it's really, really bad because like I just threw it together really quickly to show my roommates, but it was more about the instruments than it was about the vocals. I think I'm gonna have to find some kind of melody off stream to do this. Like I just need to sit with it and just kind of sing different melodies and just figure out what would work really good with it. Trumpet. You know what I do want to do? There's that sound. There was a sound like 3 times in my life have I, okay, maybe not that little, but sometimes I'll hear a really cool sound just outside and I'll just record it on my phone in case I ever want to use it in music, as if I'm like some real producer or something. It's not the case. But there is this one sound I found of a foghorn in my city while I was on a walk with my friend at night. And I had her sit there with me for like 30 seconds just waiting for the foghorn to go off and then listening to the whole thing. But it sounds cool. Is this it? I don't even know if that was audible. You can hear you hear my friend say, Can we go back now? She's like sick of me. But anyways, I think that could be a good sound for this. Kind of sounds like a car horn. But I think we can use that as a found sound of that. This is actually one of the only 2 songs that does not have a sample on it. Sample meaning like the royalty-free things I just found on YouTube. It's not even really I mean, they are samples, but they're not like musical samples like the other ones are. But yeah, I want to revisit. I'm not going to do too much because I only planned to stream for like an hour and a half, so I'm probably going to hop off in a second. But I do want to revisit. I want to revisit Steam Spunk, which is the disgusting sounding song. Kind of just see what's up with it. Right, I need to pitch match that. You know what I can do? I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna try to pitch it to that so that I don't have to do as much work. Piano. Hello? Why can I not create something here? Did I do... Oh, this is an audio track. Let me make a MIDI track. Oopsies. That's what Spunk should sound like? Exactly. Well, I have this thing. In my first EP, I made a song called Steam Junk, and I liked the idea of changing the word steampunk to be steam something. So I was going to do in every single EP that I make, it's going to have at least one song on it that is steam something that rhymes with punk. So I had Steam Junk, and this one is Steam Spunk. And Spunk is about courage and determination, and all of that, which this song is after the army leader dies and the person who's in love with them goes crazy. And it's like about courage and determination and going to end the war. So I feel like the title matched it well. But does that match it? Like G, G, easy. Then it goes down. There was a pitch. B? It's telling me that's a B. What? I don't think so. But we'll try it. What the fuck is this? Get this shit out of here. What is that? What is that pitch? This is when I wish I had perfect pitch. It's kind of like a mix of a bunch of different sounds. A bunch of different pitches, I mean. So it's kind of hard to find. But this is a G. So let's go down to our bass. And let's make these in G major. So let's make it a G chord. That actually works better. Yeah, see. It was off before, but now I mean this needs to also be changed. What is a G chord? G, B, D, B, G. Okay. These are, I just realized I copied the exact same shit of what I did on that. Okay. It doesn't really matter. This is just a test. So now, you can delete the piano. Now it sounds a bit more together, I would say. Whereas if we had it before, it sounded more like this. I need to copy this so I don't lose it. I want to see what they sounded like differently. Copy this. Bring all this shit back. It's just a little bit. It's not as noticeable, but you would definitely your ear would definitely be like, what the fuck is happening?
Car number 4, car number 4, proceed the main line, proceed the main line, car number 4, car number 4, proceed the main line, that is all.
That's what I want to delete this one too.
Main line, that is all. Proceed the main line, that is all. Proceed the main line, that is all.
I didn't even realize that this goes into these really weird. Didn't even realize that. Gives me horror game soundtrack vibes. Well, it is supposed to be the moment that someone's love of their life dies in front of them, so I guess it kind of is perfect for that, huh? I don't even remember adding that.
That is all.
I think that this bass should not be as long for each moment. What the hell is that? File management. Get that shit out of here. Should not be as long for each moment it happens. Whoa, holy shit. In fact, it could even be just... Okay, maybe just a tad bit longer. There we go. Oh, this song is so weird. I can't tell what I feel about it. I think what I need is to add an acoustic drum kit on top of all this. So if we make a drum rack on some drums, nice rack. Get a really just acoustic ass kit. Yeah, just fucking regular ass sweet blump. Okay. Why are you not playing? You're not solo. No. Just really, really basic. Where is the snare? What? On the... Okay, and then what about the other snares? Okay, I see what I'm doing. Jesus Christ. What in the heck? No one ever let me produce anything again. Wait, hold up. Wait a second. Ow, my foot. It gives a little bit of foundation. Now what I want to try is, I want to try it on triplets. Because I always love me some triplets. They're fucking weird as shit. Yeah, this is going to sound really strange, but it's going to be a bit of a stranger thing if you really think about it. Yeah, switch this with this one. What am I doing with my life? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, I don't know. Experimentalism. I do really like these, what these drums did. And then we just make it go back to non-triplets after that. Yeah. Even earlier. This is the loudest. Even at -4, it's still going higher than it should. Just genuinely just going way too loud. Okay.
Car number 4. Car number 4.
Whoa. What? Come back to me.
Car number 4. Car number 4. Proceed the main line. Car number 4. Proceed the main.
The timing was a bit weird on these, so I want to.
Car number 4. Car number 4. Proceed the main line. Proceed the main line. Car number 4.
Take these, paste them here.
Main line. Car number 4. Car number 4. Car number 4. Proceed the main line. Proceed the main line. Car number 4. Car number 4. Proceed the main line. That is all. That is all. Proceed the main line. That is all.
And then what I want to do is I want to go to volume. And as soon as he says
That is all. That is all.
right here, it should just drop down to 0.
Main line. That is all. The main line. That is all. Number 4. Proceed the main line. That is all. Main line. That is all.
I should just drop out. How do I drop out everything except that? I need to go through individually ones.
Main line. That is. That is. Proceed the main line. That is all.
I can just extend it right up to here, right?
That is all. Main line. That is all.
There we. Yeah, it's okay.
Car number 4. Car number 4. Proceed the main line. Proceed the main line. Car number 4. Car number 4. Proceed the main line. That is all.
Okay. Last thing I want to do before I dip is I'm going to export all of these. What the? Oh, I see. It's taken it from all the way over there. I'm going to export all of these and I'm going to put them into a editor together. And then we're going to see how they sound when they actually go into one another. Because then I think that will also kind of give the feel of what I'm going for. Especially with the ones that it's like, and that is called Birthday Dog with the, I think it's called Before the War to Birthday Dog transition, and all of that. So we'll go through each one and we'll just quickly export it. Because I also got to make sure it all looks good on the Google Drive as well. So it's all the updated versions for anybody listening to it. But I think together, it also gives the feel of how the whole album will go into one another. The tone shifts in pretty much every single one is very drastic, but I think it gives the feeling of what War is like, where it kind of just moves from one thing to the next without any preparation whatsoever. This is a beat to get drafted to. Let's be honest. Birthday Dog, Humpty Dumpty. Probably my favorite of the bunch. And Snow Goddess. I like that name, but I don't think it gives off the vibe of you being stuck in a snowstorm. And I need to find... Actually, I think I came up with a new name for it that I wrote down somewhere. Where was that? Maybe it was in the Google Drive. Let me check the Google Drive as I export this. Export. Tempest. Yes. Because Tempest is a term that is a synonym for a storm, but it also has other meanings of... Let me get up the exact one so I can talk about it. A violent tumult or commotion like a political storm or great disturbance of the passions, which is a lot of what war is. I feel more proud of the names than I do the music. Let me pull up my Movavi video editor. Throw all these into this, and then we can see how they sound back to back. Hate this editor. It's so glitchy. Let me put my shit in. Thank you. Capture Movavi video editor. Oh, I will just do a display capture because this does not want to show. Okay. Movavi. First is Before the War. Then comes Birthday Dog. Then comes Humpty Dumpty. Oh, wait. I only soloed that part of Birthday Dog. Oopsie. Okay, hold on. Then Steam Spunk. Then Snow Goddess. Let me open back up Birthday Dog. Birthday Dog. Ah, damn you. Export. No, wait. I still have not unsoloed it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Export. Birthday Dog 2. Now we've got it all under lock and key. You can't even press the delete button to delete on this software. What is this stupid ass software? Worst thing to exist. Okay. It's a total of 4 minutes and 46 seconds. It's okay for demos. You can tell that Steam Spunk.
Car number 4.
Where does it end?
The main line.
I should... cut it here. So then we can move this over. Okay. Yeah, you can tell that Steam Spunk is definitely the shortest out of all of them. And this part of the Humpty Dumpty will be moved over to Birthday Dog in some capacity. Obviously to match Birthday Dog's energy, but it will be moved over. And then I just gotta basically go over everything and make it all better. I'm so glad to have these chords correct now. That's something that's been bothering me for a while. accidentally left a note in there, actually, but it sounds kind of cool.
You are about to know the thrill of seeing that which has never been seen before. You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world. The world of...
See, like, that's a cool transition. That snare is way too loud now. Oh, it feels weird hearing it without the horns now. This should be something that is the same sound as this, going at the end of Birthday Dog, making it a lot more smooth. And then eventually it would just go into...
Car number 4, car number 4, seed the main line, seed the main line, car number 4, car number 4, seed the main line, that is all.
I'll stop it.
Actually, this song sounds better than I thought it would. That acoustic drum kit did a lot.
Hello, everybody. Brooks Henderson speaking. Looks like a snowstorm we're having, but the cameraman was so interested he came up too close. Hey, let the audience see what it really is. Not snow, but...
Yeah. Removing the hi-hats and instead doing a shaker makes it a lot more calming, which is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Ooh, I love that chord. I really like the chord progression in this song, actually. What the fuck was that? Just a random ass cymbal hit?
Well, see you later.
Oh, I forgot I added that. Well, see you later.
Well, see you later.
That's cute. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I think the outlines of them are okay. I believe there to be a sense of what's going to happen now, which is good because then I can just spend a lot of time figuring out the melodies and everything of all the songs. But yeah, that's it for that. This was 2 hours, a bit longer than I expected, but thank you all for coming. All the songs sound so different, but I hope they're going to work together well. But I will see you guys all on maybe tomorrow, actually. I don't have any classes, so I can really do whenever I want for streams. But yeah, have a good day, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.